together. So I feel like OG should win this. I don't know. But at the same time, how do I bet against Monkey? Not take.
I'll tell you what I see. 9 heroes with some sort of a.
Okay. So who does?
That's pretty hype.
That is
Just
hype.
just Clinks. The only one. I mean, I'm counting Overgrowth. Guys, I just have to. I'm also counting Warsaw.
Sick.
So 5 stuns versus 4 stuns, easy Dota.
Dota.
I mean, Aster just.
So game number 2, Aster just gonna win it. We already called that OG was gonna win it, so take wherever you feel like as we go into this one. Several of the most banned heroes throughout the entire tournament made the entire draft phase. I feel like that's a little bit of a flex by OG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like take your monkey team. Take your time. We
Let's
don't
see what
care.
we got. You know, obviously you're coming to a tournament expecting those heroes to be on the enemy team potentially.
Tell what ends up happening. Go into this one, and of course, one of the big things to watch for will be can they build up those stacks for Sumail and eventually take them down.
Yeah, we could run you guys through the game plan. If you missed that game, pretty much OG are extremely keen on getting as many ancient stacks as you can imagine for a Maelstrom rushed Clinks. And that's really all there is to it. And the way that they accelerate this Clinks is unlike anyone else at the tournament in terms of like how much they're dumping into their position 1. His XP is just absolutely out of control. And he just scales very, very quickly. Now, we didn't get a chance to talk about this because it just kind of happened snap pick at the end of the draft. But a Dragon Knight coming out this late, pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Not a hero that is getting a whole lot of love these days.
No, but I think it fulfills very much the same role that we did that made it so strong before, which was that like point, click, stun, and just get it done. And also a hero that very rarely is going to lose the lane and end up in a terrible position. That being said, there is some danger with the Lina. A hero that can put on a ton of hurt, particularly if things get a little bit too far forward. But I would imagine Topson will be fine.
Looks like he's 2 and 3 so far at TM.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 wins coming from Elephant and IG.
Sorry, friend.
Let's see. Yeah, I think they just need like the jump in stun, right? This way, the Tide obviously is gonna have a very hard time going in first because it's a support Tide, pretty unlikely to be itemized towards a Blink Dagger on the early part of this game. So Topson's job will be to go in there, garner some vision for the squad, can also of course capitalize on the vision potentially of the Beastmaster to just get like straight up good initiations, deleted kills. But sometimes you gotta go in a little bit blind, and DK's a great hero for that.
So you just pop that ulti, got the range. It feels like what we saw from those commanders recently as well.
Yeah. And particularly when you have this persona.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Gives you strength.
Raise the move.
Says, I need some Mirana games. I hear that spammed. That's a worthwhile investment.
So at least now, we talked some about the monkey support role. Seeing it go up against Python is kind of interesting there. There is a lot of potential for damage, but he's already used his Boundless Strike, dodges some of that damage with the Mischief, but will need to retreat away. Dodged both projectiles, Gush and the right click.
Damn, cool. I will say the Monkey King feels pretty good. We talked about the Ogre as a support, and that was one of the heroes that, like, even when the Monkey King support was bad, you could get away with it. Just because of, like, how Ogre wants to play and trade in the lane. And I think the support Tide you can get a lot of that same value with. But in this case, only when the Clinks isn't sitting there ready to also contribute, obviously. Because with some minus armor, you know, you don't really want to mess with the Tide too much if Clinks is helping out.
Be very painful. And those right clicks that come, they just hit that much harder. White Album now going underneath Case Tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There maybe less. One thing that I feel like we've seen as a struggle for the past couple of days has been Lina's and the inability to make rotations and find secure kills pretty easily. Soxa gonna take some extra damage there. Push back on them. Trouble pulled away. Right clicks won't be enough to down that tree. But that's something that I'm maybe a little bit concerned about.
Yeah.
If they can actually sort of connect for kills with the Lina.
I guess ever since that item build of just like straight up Yules has gone out of favor, it's felt like a struggle. It used to feel so simple. You just grabbed a rune, went, tossed someone up, they just died.
Longer.
But everyone wants to abuse the ridiculous right click she can have because, you know, in some of the theory crafting data, of course, she can be one of the best carries in the entire game. Right. When you do purchase up those big damage items, and so leading from the bots and the BKB lets you go into that path so much sooner than like some crazy late game like 90-minute transition, right?
Yeah. One, of course, then the problem that you're in. Who's actually making moves on the map, and is anybody able to do it? Like sit back and wait for farm time. Based upon OG's lineup, I don't think that they're going to allow him to do that. That's the other good thing about this DK is that's going to pull back in.
The bottom lane as well.
All the trees. Borax gets the first blood on No Tail, but the other side, OG able to claim one in exchange. So one trade across the maps.
Yeah, meanwhile, while his tide's gone, now Borax gets the moment just to run him down. And the Jingu stacks trade a little bit back there, too.
Radiant
Very big
structures
one
are
to down bottom to
fortified.
grab that kill. And then also all that punishment there. Now, this courier, no chance of dying too, so the boots will be delivered. Borax, that changes your game completely, support monkey game, right? Like doubles your effectiveness basically if you have boots and the enemy support doesn't.
Brutal way to play against. Makes it that much harder for No Tail here.
He's got 50 MS over him. Like straight up just gonna jump all over him. You think Monkey, like without the boots, has done a lot, but Borax, he really values this early.
They're going on to Sumail. Oh, good slowdown there. That was needed. Instead, they turn their sights on No Tail. One more hit, builds up that region. Borax, dodges it.
So good.
Mischief's still pretty good.
So now after this game, every Monk King's gonna start buying brown boots, by the way. They all don't buy it, and all it takes is one game from Bullwuga, and they'll be like, boots? We got like 40-minute monkeys and no boots right now.
They gotta run away. Tree armor, keeping them survivable though.
Real talk though, it's all about what support you're versus. So
Okay.
I think that this is why it's so valuable here. I think it's an excellent read. This is a heavy investment, right? That's a lot of gold for a support player. Sumail down bottom. He's almost dead. He is dead. Whoa! You know, it's a move. This ain't your grandpa's doom, all right? This guy's got phase boots and ringer protection. He has armor, all right? Common misconception. This guy, he's back in the armor department. A couple of those, you know, literally unkillable patches later. Hero's very scary.
It's incredibly strong. Doom is one of those heroes too that, you know, if you get off to that hot start, and particularly like make these kills happen before level 6, it'd be deadly. Some trouble. Well, they make the rotation over, but the tree armor again.
You need this kill, man.
Dude, making the moves. The haste rune, they're trying to find this finish. White Album does a little juke, hide around, let him. Laguna Blade comes out, gives him the high five, and then the stun, the follow-up chase down. Wants to get him, but can't quite.
And it, man. That haste rune. So close to running out too. That ends just a moment
Radiant's
sooner.
top
He gets
tower
caught
is
there.
under attack.
Yeah, I'm still looking at this OG lineup and seeing the potential for ramp up and how quickly they can take down towers. But so far, Aster looking good, and even gonna doom down bottom. XXS just runs him down under the tower.
Around my neck.
Early free kill with Doom, all right. And that Midas is getting pretty close here, about 1,000 gold away.
Opposite. I guess that he's fine.
Yeah, he's just trading lanes with Sumail. Sumail can now play a little bit closer to the Ancients and just be a bit safer in this mid lane, I feel.
I mean, something was needed because
Radiant's
Courier
courier has
couldn't
been
be there
killed.
anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you want boot stops?
Not gonna happen. But stun. White Album.
Kill Aster.
Aster.
Another big lead early, 5-1 on the kills, and a scared Thompson.
I mean,
Huddling under the tower.
this is scary. This is a real big problem. OG, not where they want to be here in the opening of day
Radiant's
2
middle
groups.
tower is under attack.
Like, I don't know. You end up losing O2 to Aster. Suddenly, you start to like. It was looking easy peasy for them, but there's some danger about like having to go into the lower bracket.
Well, the key for them now will be finding this ramp-up strategy that they've had with the Clinks here. So, oh, he can't even get the stack off right now, actually.
I mean, that's still a lot of gold for him, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
He's a little bit too busy with these camps, waiting for the next barrage. Can't handle the Ancients at the same time. And he is close to Maelstrom, so soon.
Look, gonna scout these out. Borax moving around this area. Yeah, so now,
look at this XP split, though.
Yeah, if he can get some of that on the Monkey King.
Oh!
All right, well, I think Borax should be fine. Oh, no, he's in trouble.
In, dude.
A boundless strike. Does he get it? Oh, it hits on all the creeps, too. Wait a minute, he might just kill Sumail. Babuka trying to find the finish here, but the slowdown.
No, please don't die after all this.
Oh, man. They try and bring him down. Eventually, they will.
That's going to be the sickest highlight ever.
That would have been so amazing.
This guy's brain is a little too big. That starts swelling.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They
attack.
need to bring in No-Tail to help out. No-Tail's the same level as Sumail. That's not a good thing.
No, it's really
OG.
not.
Wow.
This is the saddest farm I've ever seen.
Tangoey. Like, what?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, like, please give me a Maelstrom. Oh, nice. Ocean Heart. Now let's go sit in the river.
Are fortified.
Oh.
What is a boy to do? Well, his teammates are going to go up top and pressure this tower. Dragon's one from Thompson. Counter pressure on the bottom lane. It's only one hero, XXS, so that's a bit of a win for Aster. It's only a win, though, if they actually do something about this triple siege. And with their Train Protector, you hate losing towers, but this one's gone. And a Hawk was spawning on him.
Radiant's bottom
I'm just going to
tower
walk
is
away
under
from
attack.
that one. In the mid lane, they were able to take the
Radiant
tier 1
structures
tower
are
also. So
fortified.
White Album making action happen. Again, like the biggest comeback. Freaking Michael Jordan moment. Cool-like symptoms. Coming back and saving the day for Aster.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
There you go. Monet, though, does eventually get a tower for himself, so very well done.
Minutes late. Aster trying to control this side of the map. OG. Hobson is sort of inhabiting that like Beastmaster-esque role. In this lane pushed out. Seb is the actual Beastmaster hiding away. You okay there?
Yeah. You know, they have a Beastmaster, so it's cool, but
No, I mean,
Seb's like, I got this one, guys.
Like, I want to do it for a little bit. I don't want to play DK. Who wants to play DK?
I don't know how fast they clicked it, or how fast they clicked it. Clearly he did.
That's true.
He's into it. So back towards the mid tower. Seb is going to wrap from the jungle. They actually planted this ward on their first attempt on the tower when they tried to dive onto the Lina, and it's been sitting there the whole time, giving them lots of a good vision around it. So they know there's not a lot of defense currently planted here. Heroes now arrive. There is a Doom, and another great cut.
Dude, they saw him jump into that tree. What? The bait. It was all a bait. It was a ploy. They jump in. The Ravage connects onto all 5 heroes. And that might stop this. Yeah. I mean, Aster keeps the tower alive.
I feel like I'm okay with that trade. Support ultis.
Yeah.
All that matters is saving this tower, though. With the living armor, it is maxed right now. You do not want to lose your mid tower at 11 minutes. You can't. No way. Don't let it happen.
For Aster. Hold on. They all spread out again and
Dire
walk
are
into the
scanning.
pick, and that'd be really sad.
Well, they have the ward, right? So they're going to know if they do. That's the main issue. And Thompson is just not giving up.
Dude, look at this. I mean, everybody TP'd before, so he can actually kind of like pressure this here. And White Album Monet looking for a fight over to the side here. That's it. Lift, roar, jump, blown up. White Album caught by Seb, and Thompson not giving up, has a DD now. Somebody needs to come to address this. I'm coming for you. Drops down the spray. And all those heroes that TP'd in and they come in and take it back like this? That can't happen as Aster. Oh man, what's Sumail? Doom, does he have dust? Nothing.
Everybody gets one. All right.
Yeah.
Next time he'll have dust. That's the lesson he learned. Stick, not worth it. Dust, worth it.
Dagger done for DK now. It's definitely a push lineup from OG. Pressure on. Beastmaster
for you.
Got DK Beastmaster.
Bounty.
The tiniest cheer for OG. The crowd. Yay, the tower. We did it.
Radiant's bottom
First
tower
tries,
is
but it's
under
gone.
attack.
It's kind of I guess, inflection
Radiant's
point
top
game. It
tower
feels
is
like.
under attack.
Aster, like, he just sort of keeps staying back and you need to try and make an aggressive move. This Doom that's like incredibly stacked up. Top net worth by a pretty wide margin.
I think you're all right. Just chilling a little bit because you have this time range that you're mostly playing for, right? That's what we want to opt towards, is wait for that BKB to be the main issue. And I mean, Shadowblade on Tiny also, you know, it's going to appear sooner rather than later because he's going to be very active on his waves.
Well, Chase, Ravage though. Oh, no, get him again. Unreal by OG.
That was a big rotation, so if they only got the kill on Borax, that doesn't feel that great, but they're going to turn this into something else. They have a Solar Crest. They go right to the Roche there.
Nice Doge.
Magic Snow dive from this one. He
Radiant's
is so low.
has been killed.
300 carry.
And they don't have great vision in the area either, so OG, they're going to get this freebie. Impressive showing.
It's so important to turn those little ultis like that. Just, you know, like save your carry, kill spell, but actually do something. Like, again, what discussions, like, you've seen a lot of the games today. When I check back on the totals, the team with more kills is just losing games.
Yeah.
Because these situations are happening where like the kills don't matter as much because people are more willing to like kind of roam around as 5 or even position 4 and just throw away their body to like get good vision, get maybe like D-ward a ward sometimes even.
Right.
Just do something for the team and give their 1 and their 2 a lot of space to farm on the map. You know, you can try and do that as Bobica. They're going for a little bit of a risky attempt on the kill that could have paid off big. That risk reward seemed okay, but they got punished very hard by just using that Roche for nothing.
Well, and I think that felt like almost a man execute. Like, put your heroes in a position on the map where it's like, okay, they go and gank Sumail, we're going to rotate as everybody to respond. He's on the side of the map where Roche is.
Yeah, where something actually happens if we do it.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's some stuff going on there. And look now, hello, Thompson jumps forward, blinks, finds the stun, but there's no follow-up afterwards. White Album gonna get that Laguna Blade out, trying to bring down Thompson. The free armor is not enough. So that's Aegis down in exchange for the Lina. Find themselves a pretty good pick there.
Those axes, they just barely missed 4 axes.
They're gonna try and keep this tower alive, but OG got something to say about it. Missed the tree again. Bounce around everywhere here. Wrap coming from the Doom again for round 2. Fucking ultimate down. There's the overgrowth afterwards. XXS moving into position. Thompson trying to back away. This Doom got his sight set.
They don't want to do them. They don't want to waste it.
To that DK, and a good refire through on the auto. Will eventually connect, and now the chase down. Able to connect onto BKB as well. And XXS barely living through this one. 65 HP Tuscan brought down by Soxel and Borax. But nonetheless, it's getting very close here.
Yeah, that certainly could have been worse. Now they want to use that ward that Bobica dropped down during that fight. Try and capitalize on a Seb.
And again, pulls him in. Have a toss done. White Album find another. Thought about it. It's a bit dangerous.
Haste!
8-6, big wins here. Kills on the Lina and the Doom. Pump up their net worth. And Soxa trying to hang around and be a bit cheeky here with the Dragon Slave and the Fade Bolt. Wants to catch this next wave and actually wants to catch Alina on it. No Tail's coming too. She's keeping up her movement speed though with the LSA drop down. Means it's not available for a defensive stun, but it keeps her moving fast. Not once.
Back. No Tail looking TP away. Is it enough? No. No Tail. Gets the finish there. Another death onto White Album.
Not even play there by like TP right away. Force Ravage might even still get out after. Yeah, potentially, but Link's being there, no way that you're gonna survive there. Now No Tail, excellent D-ward there. Kind of knew where that play came from. They killed Seb. They likely had vision. So very interesting to watch OG just go right back for this Beast Smash, which of course they loved so much on this team for a long time. And after seeing that last game, I'm sure thought things like, you know what, I think the game's a lot easier with all that vision.
Trouble, Avatos, Ravage interrupting, trying to take it onto 3. Mute is there though, and the chase down will continue. They get one, can they find any more? Taking couriers down even. No tail gets jumped on. Sumail decides to turn to fight. Borax just gets obliterated. It was way too much damage. Now, one thing to watch for, White Album is moving into the area and has a bottle DD.
Fey grenade. He's tracked. They know.
Thinking, Sumail's right on top of him. The wrap is coming. Sumail has to be careful here. He's getting trapped on. They scan, they catch him, and there it is, the DD out. Sumail steps too far and ends up getting punished. Now Saksa getting chased as well. Gonna go for the toss play. Nicely done to throw in XXS. And OG just getting a little bit too far forward.
Foxy just accepting his fate there by tabling the creep player. Yeah, I'm dead. Go splashes though. Quick face. 3x kill streak he had too. That's just been passed over to Monet. So Monet now second on the net worth by 200 gold over top of Sumail, and the big winner, the breadwinner as it were, for Aster. XX. Quite giant. Even for a Doom, he's up there right now. Came up going for the Shivas. Help the team out versus this Clinks. I think right now the Ravages haven't looked that frightening. Obviously to support Tide, but like mostly I'm thinking the actual combination. Things that you can do during the Ravage. I feel like they're getting really big Ravages, and then they all get unstunned, and like the axes flew through them all. And I was like, whoa, ooh, scary. But they need Clinks, right? They need the big damage. They need a barrage comboed up with this Ravage before they get the big guns.
And it's almost maybe like a type of situation where you might have to play some like the old Clanks. Go for like a pick-off or a small side initiation thing with a Master or what have you. Because he is all of their damage. The unfortunate problem with this is that if he shows success, he's got a target. There's only one he needs to hit, really. 8-7. It's 5,000 gold lead. OG stuck. Get in. What's the next rush? For that Scotty next.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gotta keep up your speed, you know.
The noise is just so out of place.
There's quite the difference. I mean, typical to OG, the camps being stacked quite heavily for themselves. Well known for that as a jump stone to how they want to play.
That is the type of play together energy. Also, you can a lot of assists come out from them, but this game at the very least. They're going to go for a quick kickoff here. White Album will be a great target. Up. The Hawk, it's a little bit scary.
Inching away here.
I know, they're waiting for an opening. I mean, how many times have we seen fights from OG right in this area and they just go terribly around?
Against this tower, it's going to be max HP.
This could be bad. Spots him right at the start. Looking for it, gets the Doom off. In some trouble. Overgrowth afterwards. The rest of the team's keeping him, and they won't save him. He's done.
Nexus has grabbed the kill in the end. Not a great steal. No, I don't know. It depends. I guess in this game, it actually is pretty good from Saksa. I'm thinking like these.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
These big like. Fight-turning spell, but in the way that they have to play right now, the tree dance is very nice to have. Oh, hello.
Radiant's bottom tower
I see you're on a tree as well.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He's just coming back. This is a long. He knows there's no boundless strike, but this is kind of scary.
Oh, they got him though. Oh, he jumps
they
down.
have the Ravage, dude. No tail just in.
Backing out now. Shadow Blade back out of there. Drops down the Sentry Ward.
Wants Thompson's rotation through, so they're just out of there. And they still have the back of the white back here.
This way. Another instance of Aster pulling up around the map a little bit.
Dire are scanning.
I'm unclear what the game plan is now for OG. Like, it still feels like it's the same type of thing, which is to get Clinks.
Regeneration.
It's not like we're not seeing that acceleration. They haven't been able to do it as well.
He has spent a lot of time trying to get to fight. Feels like fights are happening and he's just like running his way there, but coming in there.
This adds another have a toss. Tops Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Having spoken too soon. Thompson backing out of there. Oh, and he eventually burns down. And then the big jump in for Borax. Hits him, jumps the other tree, gets off the Wukong's command.
Sumail threw 2 right clicks on Hero today. Answering that fight. Still running the whole way there. That's kind of been his experience this game. The need to be there as a threat, but then his allies still not.
Break the chase, the kill. Aster just running circles around OG right now.
Ownage.
Radiant's top tower.
And now XXS chasing with the vision from the Shiva's guard. Get out of the trees.
He knows right where he is. Gonna connect. The animation he finishes off basically there. Everybody dying all across the map. OG just don't have an answer. They haven't for the last couple minutes.
Sumail's just not even sure what to do. He's running around the mid lane here, gonna try and clear this wave and maybe think about towards their ancients. I feel like he knows that that's the part of the map where they're not playing right now.
Right.
Because his own ancients are just gone.
Starting to stack this stuff up there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fight. They've ultied on the DK. They gotta engage.
It's not gonna work. There's no way this is good. Sumail trying to run away. Lanham taking some good damage, but the root is out. Monet, Abba, toss. Thompson wanting to go for the stun. They still managed to kill in the duration of Monet being stunned. BKB from White Alba. They back away. Nothing left here for OG. They've got to find a way to make Sumail like have the damage he needs. It's just not happening.
They actually just can't find a play. They keep trying. And, you know, last game we credited a lot of that to the Hawks and the vision that Aster had that allowed them to sort of play this style of them being ahead, feeling like they're in control of the match, and that OG are struggling to really make the moves. Well, OG have the Beastmaster, they have the Hawks, and they still can't get anywhere. Because, again, Aster have chosen a different route for their vision. They've got this Bulka Monkey King, and he's really helping them in that regard with not only, like, actual tree dance vision itself, but the placements that he can get on these wards. And, pretty sneaky throughout the game. True. Right now, he probably has a few stacked up. So I don't know. Any wards down on the map for them right now. And I got a couple of them killing on trees, or chilling on trees. So I'd like to see a couple more wards out here from Borax as we prep for this Eggs Shard Roach.
Well, slowly but steadily to favor Aster. And Doom now has been at top of the net worth for a very long time, going towards that refresher next. The smoke up. Getting ready to head in for this fight around the Roche pit.
Kill a Hawk, Boundless Strike. Yotel looking for a potential 4-staff Ravage, but needs to make sure the allies are there to follow up. Seb might lose the smoke here with the Invis Tiny.
Oh, blinks down.
Vision? Do they have any vision?
They don't. They have nothing. They see Seb, reveals himself now, jump in, hook stomp, able to connect, roar is out. They have buyback and he ends up going down. There's the no-tail Ravage. It comes out and connects. They have the buyback on the Rubik. White Album gonna retreat away, but they're saving the buyback on the Doom. So no Tidehunter. I think that they don't want to buy back if they don't have to. Stun, out, there's the buyback. Now he's gonna come into this fight. Able to get the stun there, the boundless strike onto Sumail. Controlled, rooted, in some trouble. The jump forward, the catch, and the kill. Thompson gonna fall, and now they find the Beastmaster. Lift up afterwards though, coming from Thompson, trying to buy a little bit of space. But it is all for naught. As Aster stream into the Roche pit, win the fight, and now gonna claim the prize.
Kind of felt like they just weren't respecting Monet there. I mean, they felt like any century they placed just gets destroyed by anything. They didn't know. Tiny's just lurking there. Invis. How are you gonna get a good fight when that happens?
Maybe they thought that he didn't have buyback too on the Doom potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
But regardless,
Dire's middle tower is
Aster
under attack.
take full advantage here. Now 2,000 gold lead. With the Aegis in hand, Sumail going back to finish off these Ancients, hoping to salvage something.
Yeah.
It's like literally it.
And of course, another Invis tool upgraded here with the White Album Silver Edge available, which is just bad news for No-Tail again. Now we'll have one on both the Tiny and the Lehman. And, you know, so Ravages, just let them rip at this point if you're Ty. Just hope you get it off, right? Just mash that R key as fast as you can.
Just Ravage right now. Maybe you'll hit him. Why not?
just like last game, far down. Yeah, 25-ish minute mark last time, I believe. They did the same play. No Tail had to buy a gem. Purchases one once more. Because that one death is just going to cost you so much more, but you have to find some way to know what they're. In this case, you just got to get rid of their sentries, so you keep some on the map to stop these invis initiations.
It's so devastating.
Can't win a war without money.
Can't move out and have any vision. I will say that this Aster lineup, I mean, props to coming in with a plan. They've done great. Oh my god, and they caught him again. Sumail trying to back away. No Tail taking the front of the right clicks. Will eventually fall. Now, can they get out of here with them? Get the vision, LSA. Barely getting home. TP to the tower. Oh man. I will mention that things have, there's been a few less chat wheels I've been noticing over the past couple of minutes here.
Very interesting.
I don't know how that happened.
Monet's been on it. He's still chat wheeling, so it's fine.
True.
He's got it covered. Making up for it.
22, what a game. Aster. This dude looks really good. This hero's gonna, like, with more 4 Protect 1, I actually really like the idea of it sort of taking off a bit.
That makes sense.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just eliminate one giant hero, especially the way that OG specifically have been trying to play this. Like, they're even a little bit more balanced, I would say, this game than usual. But maybe that's just because Sumail's so much further down. He's kind of expecting to be like 22 or something right now.
Right.
Not so much 15K.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're going to start walking up and hitting that tier 3 tower. You can see the comparison
Dire's
here.
bottom tower is under attack.
Very much. So far, still all of the bulk of the
Dire's
damage on
bottom
Sumail,
tower
but
has
just
fallen.
so many different places on Aster, it feels like. You get a ton from Monet, a ton from White Owl and XXS as well.
You can't beat that building damage. Exception. Trying to get a little bit of punish there, but loaded up the tech. Monet can just go back to hitting tower. He has 2 minutes of Aegis, so
They're just splitting with
Dire's
Sumail. He is
bottom
not
tower
here.
is under attack.
Back away for a moment. We approach this 30-minute mark, just pass it. Bounty Rune's going to be claimed. It does appear that Aster are going to play it a little bit safer. Go for a smoke play, get the rune, head out.
Haste!
pretty much a defensive smoke here, just to give themselves a little bit of a boost out. And you know, if there are wards in this area, not necessarily let OG know where they're off to, because this is a classic example of when your enemy wants to smoke on the rating. Like they're even going to smoke, I think.
Oh my god, they found him.
Oh,
Sumail, he's done.
That's the scenario right here. He is fast though.
They chase down. That's it. Not even close. Wait, the fight though, Bruin. Over in the jungle.
They don't want it anymore.
Yeah, they gotta run away. Take the outpost away. Aster, no mercy.
They are crushing them. They have OG's number. I don't know who was doing a study up or whatever, but this is clear domination coming up from Team Aster.
Game number one, it looked at moments like it could have gone either way, but Aster came out with the victory. Game number two, not particularly close.
Team Masters.
Oh, there it is. Still, the tree armor is there. Monet is not here to care. Has the BKB ready if things get a little bit too dicey. 25 seconds left on this Aegis.
Dire's middle
If they
tower is
could,
under
would
attack.
love to be able to find a kill on this right as that Aegis is about to expire, but Aster not going to give him that opportunity.
I feel like they're the kind of team right now, like they have so much confidence. I wouldn't be surprised if they just held high ground there and went for a fight. But they have a ward down. They're actually spotting this movement in from Seb and Tops. If they want to go back and engage,
But now they're walking
they have
their
a chance.
ward.
Did they just smoke under the ward?
They
Oh,
did.
They de-warded it first, though, to be fair.
OG have a ward over in this area where
Yeah.
Aster are running away from. That will be a retreat. White Album on the other side of the map. Do they hold this high ground here? See right now, the Bobica movement has just been all over this plate. The whole freaking map, Mason.
No, his name should change to Double Doom when you...
Okay.
He's no longer just Doom.
Yeah, that's right. I like that.
It is there. It's ready. Aster just... a little like, you know, flowchart Dota. They're going through their list here. They know that once you complete this, you move on to this, you follow the little arrows, and you just do exactly what you're supposed to. And eventually you'll win the game of Dota. Now, mind you, OG are the masters of sowing some sort of confusion and you know, and some conflict into that initial plan. And they want to get out there, maybe beat point, or for some reason 4 of them are like in your triangle and you never expected it. That kind of stuff that they're up to. They're gonna need like 8 of those plays to come back to this game.
There's a way.
Yep.
Bounty.
We'll see though. It actually ends up happening. Close to me. Oh. Wait, do they have a chance?
They have a lot of Euros.
Trying to bring him down to Abaddon. Oh man, XXS gets the stomp. Will eventually die. But it's going to come at the price. He fails a light as he gets jumped on and taken down. But they did get the Doom.
Wasn't a trade, unfortunately, and the fact that his pick's being gone is a pretty serious issue. Oh, OG, I can't believe that Dota Plus them. Actually, their percentage went up. About 25% chance.
Really?
That is way too high. I don't know Dota Plus.
That's crazy.
24 now. I can't say I agree with that one.
They must think that Clinks is just really good at building. I don't know. Tiny's really bad or something. I don't know what's going on there with Dota Plus, but you must know something we don't. This looks very good for Aster. 21,000 gold.
Yeah, and we see Money 509. Now he's a blink.
Yeah.
So much easier to play your game as Tiny. You're not as reliant on your allies, and when OG is going to wind up in a situation where they're like cutting waves and going out making individual plays around the map, the Blink Dagger is going to allow Money to catch out some of these plays, but at the same time move around the map a little bit faster to try and counteract.
Pressure next, likely to come to the lanes and then down the mid one from Aster. Gotta look for that team to really make a concerted effort. It's a little bit scary going in without the Doom, even with the Blink dead. You get isolated. Still a Beastmaster roll. State yet? I don't think so.
No, not really.
Yeah. Trying to go for a Shadow Blade for Seb.
Everyone's kind of walking around.
We got 2.5 minutes left on this Roche respawn here. And OG. Again, Verge. Poorly. Dropping down 2-0. Here. Going in, using the bait though. Thompson kills himself. There's the break right at the start. Jump out, but the pull away.
Oh, that's a defensive ravage though. As long as we stay positive, not feel good.
That was a shard pullout.
As long as we stay positive, Rubik.
Not a bad way to sort of deal with that monkey effect. I actually think that that might be. I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah, the bow is good. Yeah.
Tail tries to back away.
Going on here.
Your armor not going to be enough to keep him alive.
That tree just smacked him.
Yeah. The living armor stolen by Sox is good, but I don't think it's going to be enough here.
Radiant's middle
Trying to keep this tower alive, trying to keep his allies alive, but Monet just
Radiant
hits
structures are
hard.
fortified.
And with
Dire's bottom tower is under
in
attack.
tow, Aster
Dire's
ready
structures are fortified.
to assault high ground,
Radiant's
even
middle
before
tower
they end
is
up
under
coming in
attack.
with the
Radiant's middle tower
Aegis. So
has
they're going to
fallen.
take that tier 2 and now back up, hold this high ground here. What's the play for OG? Like, I honestly don't know where the hell you go at this point.
You need to look for deeper vision, right? We need to find some way to get Hawks in solid spots and maybe utilize some smokes just for good wars to play around the Roche pit. I would say stalling out at this point to where the Roche is now returning without losing your racks is a win for OG.
Okay.
Sure, the net worth is still escalating in Aster's favor, but it's not at a place where it has really changed that much of the percentages in terms of you winning the fights. We're moving like 3 or 4 points, but if you lose one of these fights, you know, suddenly you're at like a 5% chance of game or something, especially if it's any fight near the actual Roche pit. So Aster in response, they've moved near the Roche pit where one would expect them to prep and set for it, and they're just smoking up. They're just waiting until OG shows up.
Dire's bottom tower has
They're
fallen.
going to show bottom. And obviously still no Lincolns online at all for any of these heroes. TP.
Oh no.
Man.
Oh no.
And okay.
For sake
panic there from Bubblecoat because he had the vision on the Rubik and he just kind of sat there like, no, he's fine. He's not going to get out.
Regeneration online now. Timing of it for late. Aster.
Until they need. Blink on 7, it's not on distance.
That would have been huge.
Yeah, I mean, he has the Lincolns, right? So what can he actually do?
Yeah, they really had the. Yeah, it would be worth though.
Yeah. They actually don't have an answer to those two heroes. That's a problem.
Oh.
I mean, he needs like a neutral item.
The big problem, Monet gonna go in and get this one for free.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They will head on in to the pit. Take it on down here. He's gonna drop the response command just in case anybody from the side of OG shows up. But this game, and this sort of turnaround, playing with your players, you know, it makes a difference.
Dire's top
Yeah,
tower
it turns
is
out,
under
you know,
attack.
the ones that you've been scrimming with and practicing with and spending an entire TBC tend to gel together a little bit better.
Dire's middle tower.
You know what's
is
not
under
gelling with
attack.
me this game? What's that? This snap pick DK tops that made look like it was just the bees. Like, oh yeah, we knew you guys were gonna take that tiny. We wanted Thompson on this.
Yeah, it was weird. And it just, like...
It got the towers. I think it did help versus the tree, right? Because that makes sense. Is that you're trying to knock down some of these
Dire's
earlier
bottom
towers.
tower is under
The
attack.
ones that really mattered, they weren't able to knock down very.
It felt like the game was lost over by the Dire outpost, over and over again. There were so many fights that happened there. Granted, this one's not completely over, but it is so difficult for OG to win this. They're gonna have to win like 3 fights, and that's basically gonna pull it back.
Items that they want. You know, wanting this Lincoln Sphere, trying to keep safe from the Doom. Of course, he might just doom you again. You never know.
True.
Smells salt farm here. At what cost?
Shadow Blades, that's not gonna be enough. The Doom gets off, won't be enough to keep him alive. As wait, the pull off to the side, not gonna be enough. And it's White Album chasing. Seb also in some trouble. Tosses off to the side. Lana getting involved with the tree toss into the tree toss with the tiny and the tiny.
As long as we stay positive.
It was pretty well played.
Feels like OG are just constantly attempting. I mean, you know, they said that, you know, stay positive. Eventually we'll win.
Yep.
Maybe that's gonna work. I think Aster probably feeling going, and the replay there just he doesn't feel like he has a choice. Oh, good Lotus. Down there, help potentially going in there.
One last round potentially. We'll see as they go on in, set their sights. Towards high ground, no tail, thinking about it. Gets doomed. Oh, it was the second one, and he might even have another in a moment. As does still have that refresher shard in the backpack, but no ravage, no buyback. Aster
wants it.
Streaming in and ready to go. They get buyback just now from no tail. So we're hoping for it. Thompson is out there. There's the refresher shard. Immediately out with the ravage, but to no avail. Where is the follow-up damage? OG don't have it. With no clicks, there is no game. And with no game, you best call GG. And Aster locked down the 2-time defending champions in a moment here. Because I don't care how much you buy back on the DK and the Rubik, they're not going to stop these guys. Eyes on the prize. Aster takes this one off and taken down in the end. Incredible play from this team. They take him down 2-0.
They just broke so many predictions for the day.
That's crazy.
Even after game 1, I was thinking like, you know, OG will bounce back. Exactly. I don't think they're gonna get 2-0. Like, but